Morning, guys. Guten Morgen. Pnawn da, or bore da. You don't need a ruler. You don't need to be carting around bits of paper that's going to get wet and stuff like that, although you will be taking a sheet with you that you could use as reference. You're going to be carrying an item and your phone. That's all you need. You need to take pictures of your catches to prove that you've caught them, and you'll be given an item which you'll have to have in the picture so that you can prove that you caught it this day. It's a competition that we want to set up so that it's easy for beginners. That's the main thing. It's got to be fun. It's got to be relaxing. It's got to be not too much measuring fish and all the admin side of it. It's going to be all about fishing with your mates. It's a doubles competition, but you can enter it as a single. Obviously, you've got less chance of winning it as a single, but it's £15 per person, so £30 for a doubles. If there's an adult and a child, you will have to pay. You'll be entered into the adult stakes, so it will be paying each. But if you enter as two juniors, you enter free and you get entered into the junior prizes. You'll get some vouchers for the shop, things like that. You won't be entered into the main prizes, which is 100% payout. Yeah, you can fish it on your own. If you can't find a partner, or if you don't want to fish with a partner, you just want to fish on your own, you can go out there on your own. Obviously, you've got less chance of winning against 4 rods. It's 2 rods per person. So as a doubles, 2 rods per person, you could go out to wherever you like on the whole of Anglesey. It's an Anglesey rover, and it is essentially a species hunt. If that's the only information that you've got, that's all you need to enter this. It's a species hunt. You're trying to get as many species as you can. 1 of each species is what you need. And a photograph of you with the item that we're going to hand out with the scorecards tomorrow. The scorecards are more of a reference point for you, so you can see, you can tick off the fish that you've caught, and you can keep an eye on that side of things. So don't worry if it gets all ripped up and everything like that. It's the photographs that you're going to take that are the proof of what you've caught. But yeah, let me get my rods out. Ugh. I'm hoping I'm going to catch fish today so I can actually show you marking one down on the sheet for your own reference. But this isn't the most prolific of fishing venues. I just like fishing here because it's close to home. I can park up nearby, and you do get the occasional bass from here, which is lovely. And there are a ton of mini species around here. For those joining the competition, I expect that bridge to have quite a few anglers on. There are a lot of mini species out there just from this bridge. Incidentally, if you would like to join in, but you're thinking, I don't know where to go and don't know where to get different species, and I'm not into match fishing, this isn't a standard match. You're not going against these human trawlers that are just smashing out points left, right and centre. This is more relaxing, and in my mind, more fun. You're literally going out with your mates, having a good time, and catching fish. I'm sure you've heard it a billion times before from 1,000 different anglers. That's what it's all about, isn't it? It's about going out there and having a good time. Partly one of the reasons why I like coming here, actually, it's because of the view. Over that way as well, over this way. It's bloody gorgeous around here. Well worth a visit. If you're doing the species hunt with us tomorrow, this place is certainly worth a visit. Just off the bridge here where those guys are there. There are a plethora of species that you get right here, and it's quite easy to catch them as well. But yeah, if you need any advice on where to go, if you're beginners, it's not one of those competitions where every man for themselves. No, we want people to do well in this. So ask us advice, say, where can I go? And we'll tell you. We'll tell you everywhere you need to go. Right, let's try and get a bass, eh? on here straight away, I think. This is a big bit of seaweed. Oh no, I'm on. What have we got? Is it a lovely bass? It is. It's a bass. Where's my phone? Oh, well, the bass are in. That's nice. So he'd send this picture to my mate because he said he might come fishing. If I show him this, he'll be like, all right. There you go. So, I'm doing a fishing competition tomorrow. I'm doing a species hunt. I have a bass, okay? If you're not too sure of what species it is, because there are some species like the wrasse species and the goby species, which look quite similar. Send a picture in. Just send the pictures in anyway, and we will identify them for you. And then we can tick them off the list, so you'll still score them. But yeah, there's a bass. I'm doing a competition tomorrow. Ah, you bugger. I've got a bass. Take a picture with it, like I just did. Off he goes. Oh, here we go. Where's my pen? So as I said, the scorecard is for your own personal reference. You can hand it in at the end, that's no problem, and it's fine either way. But you've got your score sheet here. And you've got all of the species that you're likely to catch here on the island. There are about 25 or 30 odd that you are not very likely to catch on the island, like common skate, blue skate. Tommy Joe had a blue skate, I think it's a few months ago now, but it's not a common thing at all. So each one of them, they're really not common ones. Anything that's not listed here, they still score. And in fact, they score very well. You get 5 bonus points for every new species that is not listed here. You get 5 points. So I wouldn't say it's worth targeting them. I'm just saying that the way we want this competition to work is we want you to be excited about every time your rod goes. Every fish matters. Every fish scores. So, and then you'll see they're in categories. So you've got a few categories here. I'll put up a little thing on the side there. And it's called Full House because as you catch them, they're only worth 1 point in each category. So I've just caught a bass there. So if I was on my own, I would just cross off bass and say I've caught a bass. And then I've caught 1 point. If I get then a pollock in the same category, you see, it's worth 2 points. And then if I get pouting, it's worth 3 points. Now, once you get into the higher ends of each category, they start to become worth 5 points each. So that is classified as a full house, is you're getting, the more you get, if you get a full house in any of these categories, your points are going to fly up. So I've caught a bass, 1 point, a pouting, 2 point, a pollock, 3 point, and then I catch a whiting. So I tick whiting off. That whiting is worth 5 points. And then if I catch a porcod after that, that is worth another 5 points. So you're on 13 points now. And if you get a codling, which is, it's not very likely, then you get 18 points. So at a certain point, so you got the rays, for example, you catch thornback, it's worth 1 point. You catch a small-eyed, it's worth 2 points because you caught 2 of them. And then if you catch a blonde ray after that, that's worth 5 points. That's how the scoring system goes. And as I said, every fish that's very unlikely to catch, be it a tadpole fish or a clingfish or anything weird like that, they're worth 5 points each straight off the bat. But yeah, all you need to know is it's a species hunt. You catch a species, you take a picture of it. If you're unsure of the species, take a picture of it anyway. And then we'll put it down on the score. Signing in is from 8 a.m, 10 a.m tomorrow morning. And the competition is a 10-hour competition. Now that is a bit of a slog for a lot of people, myself included. So I don't think everyone's going to be fishing for the full time. It's a long time. There will be some madheads out there who want to fish the entire thing. Cadion in his match did 24 hours solid fishing. I don't know how he did it. But yeah, it's 10 hours fishing. You could go to 4 Mile Bridge here, then you could go to Dock Bach, then you could go to the Holyhead Breakwater, you could go to Ravens Point, you could jump around to as many places as you want. You're free to fish wherever you want. If you want lunch halfway through, go for lunch halfway through. Relax. Go to a nice spot, eat a sandwich, whatever. Whatever you want, it's free. You go to the Cobb, anywhere on Anglesey. And you're trying to get as many species as you can. The more species you get, the higher your points will be. But once you start getting a few species down, you could then start looking for the big scorers. So as I said, you've got your bass, you've got your whiting, and you've got your pollock. And you're going like, if I just get a porcod, that one fish is worth 5 points on its own. So it's worth then sort of starting to look for very particular fish. 2 of the popular full houses, we got 9 full houses in total. I think 2 of the popular ones will be the gobies, which you get a lot of here. Dock Bach, Dock Mawr, all places like that. Mackenzie Pier, you'll get the gobies. And I think the wrasse will be a popular one. I also think the pollock, codling, pouting, porcod, whiting and bass, I think that'll be a popular one. There'll be some people going for the rays, the flounder, dab, plaice and turbot. Mackerel, herring, sandeel, launch, that'll be a popular one. Lots of different categories. And because you're in a team, you can say to your mate, right, you head off to Mackerel Rock, get mackerel, try and get some launch, anything like that. And then I'm going to go to 4 Mile Bridge, try and get the gobies and a couple of the wrasse species ticked off. Because it's a rover, because 10 hours, you know, you're probably going to want to hit a few places. Potentially you could stay in one place, doesn't really matter. But we've tried to make it as easy as possible for people to get around as light as they can and just jump from one place to the next. So as I said, no rulers to measure. You just need your phone and the little item that we're going to give you that needs to be in every picture. You can book online or you can just come into the shop and pay up there. We've got all the scorecards ready, everything's ready. And then if the weather's good, which it bloody should be, the weather's looking very good for it. Low wind, it's looking perfect. We will hopefully have a barbecue on the Bonnie Blue outside the BLUFIN. We'll do the announcements out there. And we'll have a raffle on, of course. Yeah, hope to see you there.